Hey, Aries seekers, welcome back to the Existential Shift. We're doing August, Leo season. It trines you, it's fire, it's good for you. Okay, you're feeling creative, you're feeling sexy, you're feeling energetic. Sorry, one second. There we go. The supportive energy is, well, the energy is supportive. That's what I was getting at. I'm working with the Steampunk Tarot. Hi. I just need another sip of my coffee. I'm sorry. First one for the day. Why am I saying first one? I only have 1 cup of coffee a day. Because first implies that there are others. Never mind. We're talking about you. I know. Aries. All right. Let's do this thing. Whoa. Okay. There's a lot going on here. Justice and Six of Pentacles. Equilibrium is gained. That's good. That's a good start. Something that felt imbalanced is being corrected. The Devil. Ace of Swords, even younger. And the World. Okay. There's a lot going on here. Like you want to see. It's okay. Okay. All right. What the flying F's are you dealing with? Okay. Well, Aries, you're going to manage to slip through victoriously a very tricky situation. It's almost like someone or something has managed to put you in a catch-22, damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing, or seemingly a lose-lose situation. But I don't know how you manage with, we have the Justice of the Ace of Swords here with incredible amount of wit and cleverness to find your way out of it and above it, the World card, and just finish it up, close it off, close it off. It's like signed, sealed, done. This is when you lie without lying, tell the truth without telling the truth. It's this intricate, clever type of wording that allows you to not have any fingers pointed at you, whilst maybe not being absolutely honest about everything. Now, I don't know the circumstances. I'm not judging the circumstance. I'm not judging you because I don't know the circumstances. This could be something that, when in Rome kind of thing. Pushed into a corner, so that's what you're left with. That's what you have to do. I'm seeing being liberated from something that feels or have felt very oppressive, like it was really sitting on your chest, causing a lot of pressure, and you've been tiptoeing and measuring your words and your actions. Every decision has to be meticulous, and it's working, and it's going to work, and you're going to find yourself, well, for lack of a better term, free. The boogeyman is no longer so boogie. I meant to say that the scary thing is no longer scary. But sure, boogeyman is no longer boogie. Let's go with that. Let's roll with it. Just let me. Okay. Wow, what a with the world card here. I'm very drawn to this energy where I don't know, it's like flying above. You know what it reminds me of? You know these like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where you see or these martial arts films where they they they're flying. Like they seem to actually be breaking the laws of physics, like actually flying as they fight. It's like it's something like this. It's like there's a battle, a fight, a something. It's an analogy, okay, or something like really problematic and conflicted, and you just soar above it like a genie. 4 of Pentacles. Show me more. And the Star. Okay. There's this plan, very out of the ordinary, creative plan that requires being meticulous, like being impeccable, every aspect of it. Now, there's such strong faith in it and such devotion, almost spiritual devotion. Um, and this sensation that you're about to be overcome by is almost like a feeling invincible. Look, always be cautious. When we're feeling the most invincible, that's when, and I think that's why you're being cautious somehow to make sure you're not missing that you're not missing anything that could serve as a problem moving forward. Look, with some of you, I'm not going to lie, with some of you, you're trying to make sure you are meticulous about the things you do so that you could get away with it if you're caught or if you're, for those of you who do that, I am not supporting that and I'm not enabling that, especially if there's an aspect of taking from someone or, you know, coming out the upper hand at the expense of someone, but not someone that has hurt you or has been coming at you, rather someone that you use as a scapegoat, right? Or someone that you just take advantage of their naivete. That I absolutely do not accept and do not support, and I'm not sending you supportive energy in regards to that. However, aside that, because I'm sure it's just a small portion of you. So for the majority of you who are just, trying to get something succeeding in the face of adversity that is abrasive, that is coercive, that is rigid, that is not very legitimate, that personally I support. And there's something really, really unique about this plan of yours. Very creative. The Hangman. It's going to require timing and waiting and knowing when to act and when to not. It's going to require faith. I'm picking up that you're going to need to pretend to be 1 foot still in. Like, let's say you're planning on how to leave a job or leave a contract or leave a situation for something that you feel might be better for you, greater for you, and so on and so forth. I see you like for the time being acting like you're still a part of it in some way, shape, or form. Maybe like just giving the bare minimum, um, kind of doing what you have to. There is a level of pretense. The sun, but it's for something that's going to make you really happy. You're very excited about this. It's worth it for you. It's worth the wait. It has to do with success. It has to do with fulfillment of some sort, like on a very deep level. Maybe it's a dream that you've had for a long time that you're fulfilling. Um, some of you are in love with someone and you've been in a relationship. I'm sorry if that's the case. That I'm sorry for everyone involved. It's very difficult. Like maybe stuck in a situation where you couldn't leave because of finances, because of kids, because of property, because of contracts, you know, where you had a lot to lose if you were to leave at a certain point of time frame, and you had to wait to August maybe to because that's when you're going to lose less, or um, so you've had some time where you pretended to maybe stay or want to work on things for the sake of that. Um, I'm sure it's complicated. I'm sure there's no good, black and white, good versus bad here. Um, and I don't know the intricacies of it. So I'm just, I'm showing what I've seen, but either way, it seems to be working. And maybe you've had, or still have to for a while. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but I'm just giving extra detail, like putting up a happy face, like, yeah, I really love working here, or I really like being in this relationship, or for the extended family, like to appear like you're still together. Um, or for the sake of finalizing a work contract that will give you a really, really big fat commission, you're like, yeah, I still am working here. I still love this place. I'm still a part of this place until it's signed and finances go through. And then you're like, I'm out. Got my commission for this project that I worked for God knows how long. Now that I have it, if I had left a month ago, then I would have had to give this project to someone else. And I stayed as much as I had to stay. And now I have it. Now I got it. I get it. It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. Seems to be going well. It's one of those situations where like if the two parties were to be held accountable by a higher judge and like be asked the story, each of them would give their side of things that will make them like the good guy versus the other side is the bad guy. And it's like two realities existing simultaneously, although they're contradictory. It's complex. Sometimes life is complex. And you gotta do what's best for you. I'm picking up that some of you, if I had known the details, I'd be like, Aries, no, bad Aries. But nah, I support you guys. Okay, there's some really important things at stake here. And you're like gonna make it work. You're gonna make it work. It's like what's the name of this movie with George Clooney and Brad Pitt? I love it where they're like it's like they're concocting such a insidious plan, but you still love them for it. But you know that if you were on the other side of the receiver of this plan, you'd be like hating on them. It's like because it's done with such charm and slick. What's the name of it? I'll go if I won't remember, I'll Google it. I'll Google it. Maybe I'll caption this video as such. Uh, Nine of Pentacles. It's gonna work. 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 It's going to work. It's going to work. If you're thinking right now that there's a certain amount you can get or a certain positive result that you're hoping for with this, and you know it's a little level of a risk and it's a plan and you're like hoping but not sure and it's going to work better than what you think. You're going to get more than what you think. You're going to be happier than you expect. There's such level of accomplishment and satisfaction. It's not even like, this is great. Aries, this is so great. You devious devil. If you're catching someone trying to do something like that, pulling something on you, then you'll be able to like trick the tricker. Anything else? Anything else we can see about this for Aries, please? For August? Eight of Cups. And once it's all said and done, you're gonna have to like, it will sink that you're also leaving something behind because you've been so in the planning and in the execution and making things happen one step at a time. You've been so focused on it that you didn't get to actually feel what it is that you're leaving behind or and then it's just a matter of like, okay, now that by the end of the period, it's like, okay, now that it's all said and done, now I'm sitting with it and it's actually, wow, I'm actually not going to be there anymore. I'm actually not going to do that anymore. Like it's bittersweet, you know? And you almost feel like it's been some sort of an initiation process or a test for you to prove something that you could. And once you prove yourself that you could, then you wonder, wait, some of you, very few of you, if this is only about ego and not essence, you'll be like, wait, why did I did all of this for? What was the point of it? Or what was the point I was trying to prove? So for those of you, be cautious, like sit with yourself. Am I doing this for ego? Or am I doing this for essence? Am I trying to prove a point just for the sake of telling myself that I can, or is it something that is really important for me just to prevent potential regret? That's all. The Hermit. Very few of you, some of you, um, those of you that are operating all of this for the sake of something might end up feeling like it may not have been worth it because of, okay, for those of you who are doing something at the expense for yourself, at the expense of someone else, and they are being scapegoated or they're going to lose something because they were naive or trusting or whatever, that for those of you, that is something that is going to haunt you for many, many years to come. So for those of you that that applies to, and you know who it is, you know that it's you if it's you, right? If it's not, don't make it about yourself. Just let it go. But for those of you that know that this applies to, specifically in the sub narrative of this narrative, take deep breaths and a lot of moments to consider, to reconsider. Really think of the big picture. It's exciting now. It's seemingly worth it now. Think karma. Think in the long run, will it be worth it? It's almost like, because I'm picking up like some of you are making a deal with the devil, and it's an analogy. You're not actually hanging out with the devil. No one is. Okay, it's selling your values or your spirit or your soul um, for the sake of gain of some sort, or of status, or of respect, or of money, or whatever. You know how many things could apply. Um, and the price will be greater later. So for the sub-narrative of this narrative, be very cautious. This is like an energetic warning slash opportunity to do the right thing, right? But again, it's just for those of you that this applies to. And if someone is doing that to you, they will live a lifetime of regret, but and consequence of karma. But I wouldn't just rely on that and just let it be. Like if you feel like someone is about to pull one on you, don't let it. Okay? Be smart now and do what you need to do now. Okay. Let's go into the even the deeper layers of this reading, the real undercurrents. Okay, so we'll start with taking the major arcanas. We have the Justice, the Hermit, the World. Oh, I'm sorry. Justice, Devil, World, Star. Oh, ooh, a lot of major arcanas. Hangman, the Sun, and the Hermit. Whoa. Whoa. Sorry, I'm being a little bit silly. Okay, okay. Ooh, this is a major. What's the best word I can come up with for this? I'll get there. And then we have in the minor arcana, we have one ace and 4, 6, 8, 9 chronologically. We don't have a repetition in the minor arcana, like of the same numbers, and we don't have any court cards. And I'll talk about that too. And shuffle and clarify all of this after saying a little bit more just based on this. This is your extended. It's available in the description box below. You can find it on Patreon and on Vimeo. I hope to see you there. Thank you for being here. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. Either way, like the video, stay magic, stay true. I love you, and I'll see you right now in the extended or regardless anywhere else. Whatever. Okay, we'll see each other. See you around.